Why you tell me that you miss me? You don't want me, but every single Friday wanna love.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video, and it is actually New Year's Eve, so I just did some really fun New Year's Eve party makeup that I wanted to show you guys. So obviously this didn't get up before New Year's because this is just a true get ready with me video. I didn't know what I was going to do when I sat down today, but I was actually kind of inspired by my nails. I got a really pretty like navy blue and glitter manicure today, so I did a navy blue shimmery smoky eye with some bright purple, and then kind of more of a silver lower lash line, and it's very like winged out and cat eye-ish, so I thought it was perfect for New Year's Eve. Today I actually used an old Urban Decay palette. This is the Smoked palette from Urban Decay. Now if you don't have this palette, their new Naked Smoky is very similar. That's why I don't own that palette, is because I have this palette and I love this palette and I've used it forever, but it just has a lot of really pretty deep jewel tones and smoky colors, so you can go ahead and use whatever you guys have. And then I also contoured with a new palette today, so you guys will see that in the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see how I got this really dramatic eye look, then just keep watching. I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is in the shade Lemon Drop, which is just a sheer yellow color. And this is just going to make sure our eyeshadow looks vibrant and lasts all day. Next, I'm going into the Urban Decay Smoked palette, which is an older palette. And I'm going to take the color Evidence, which is a dark shimmery navy blue. And I'm going to use a flat shader brush to pack this on the inner and outer corner of my eyelid, but keep that center blank because we are going to be adding a purple later. And then I'm going to be using the tip of my brush and just connecting the two around my crease. So I'm just putting it on both edges and then in the crease. And then I'm taking a piece of tape and just lining that up from my lower lash line towards the end of my brow. And this will just create a sharper edge once we start working on the crease color. And I could have done this first, but I just forgot. Next, I'm going into the color Flash from Urban Decay, which is a gorgeous bright purple shade. I'm obsessed with this color. It's very old, but they still sell it in the new packaging. And I'm just going to take a smaller flat shader brush and pack this right on the center part where we don't have any color, and just take the leftover blue shadow brush and blend it in with the purple. And I just keep going back and forth between the two brushes till there's a seamless line. Next, I'm going to Freestyle, which is that kind of peachy skin tone color on a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend around the edges of the blue just to make sure I don't have a super harsh line. And this is a great just neutral transition shade. Then I also went back in with a little bit of my blue shadow brush and just kind of pulled the color up slightly. Then I went in with a small crease brush and I went into the color Rockstar, which is a deep eggplant purple, and this is going to add some dimension in the crease. So I really like how the blue and the bright purple really blend in with that deep purple. Next, I'm taking the color Kinky, which is a matte light highlight color, and I'm just going to apply that to the brow bone to kind of clean up the whole look. Next, I'm going into the color Blackout, which is a very pigmented matte black shadow, and I'm just going to focus this on the outer corner of my eye just to create a nice outer V. And I'm going to slowly build this color up because it is a very dark black. Then I'm going to peel off the tape, and that's going to reveal that really clean edge that we are going for with this look.
People tell me I'm so lucky, yes I know. Tell me where you wanna go. Tell me where you wanna go. Tell me what you wanna do.
Next, moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to be using the Prestige Total Intensity Shadow Stick in the color Meteorite, which is a really pretty silvery taupe. And I'm just going to line my lower lash line with this, just really focusing on creating a nice thick base for the shadow that we'll be applying later. Next, I'm going to line my waterline with a black pencil. This is from Rimmel, just to create a more intense, smoky look. I always line my waterline when I want a more dramatic effect. Next, I'm going back into Mushroom out of the Smoked palette on a small flat brush, and I'm just going to run this over the shadow stick that we applied on the lower lash line, and this is such a pretty metallic taupe silver. I love it. Next, I'm going into the black gel liner from L'Oreal with a small angled brush from Delium Tools, and I'm just going to create a very thin winged liner on the upper lash line just to define my lash line before we put on false lashes. Nothing too crazy or dramatic for this look. because the eyeshadow already is. Next, I'm just going to apply a few coats of mascara on the upper and lower lashes before we put on some falsies. For the face, I'm going to start off with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and this is just going to help the foundation go on smoother and also reduce the appearance of any pores. So I like to apply that first, and then I'm going to apply my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. And I always like to stipple this on with a damp Beauty Blender sponge, and I think this just gives the most natural airbrush finish. And I'm just going to keep blending that in until I move on to my concealer. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Concealer, and this is one of my favorite under eye concealers because it gives a lot of coverage and it's also very long lasting. And I'm just going to be using the other end of my Beauty Blender to again stipple that on and then blend it out. And I also put a little bit in between my eyebrows and down the bridge of my nose to kind of highlight my face. And then I set that whole area with a translucent powder from Makeup Forever just to keep it from creasing and also just set it in place. Next, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Powder. I'm in the color Light Medium, and I'm just going to lightly set my whole face with this powder. Then I'm moving on to the eyelashes. These are the Demi Wispies from Ardell, and I'm just going to be applying those to the upper lash line. Once the eyelashes are on, I'm going to go back in with that flat brush and just smudge out that lower lash line again, and then apply another coat of mascara on the bottom lashes. Next, moving on to the eyebrows, I'm just going to start by combing up my brows to get the shape right, and then I'm going to start filling them in with my Kevyn Aucoin brow pencil, and I like to make little short strokes to create the look of actual hairs, and then I will go in and define the arch. Then I also like to go in and use a powder. I'm going to use my Becca Ombre Nudes palette, and I'm just going to use a mix of those shades to fill in the rest of my brows, and this just creates a softer, more natural look, I think, when you mix a pencil and a powder. Next, I'm going to use the NARS Tinted Brow Gel. This is in the color Kanasha, which is the dark brown, and I like to take all the excess off because a little bit goes a long way, and this is just going to help keep my brows in place all night and also give them a more defined look. For the lips today, I'm going to start off with the Kevyn Aucoin Minimal Lip Liner, and this is just the perfect pinky neutral color, and I like to use this with any nude lip that I do. And I'm just going to start outlining my lips with this to create a fuller, more defined lip look. Okay, then for lipstick, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Fairest Nude Lipstick, which is a really pretty light, cool-toned nude, and this has become one of my favorite nudes. I use it all the time, and I'm just going to be applying this color first, and then I'm going to be topping it off with the L'Oreal Color Riche Balm in Nourishing Nude, just to add a little bit of moisture back into this lip color. Then for contouring, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, which is my new obsession. I just got it, and I'm just going to be quickly contouring my face with that. And then I'm going to use the Tarte Exposed blush, which is a really pretty neutral plummy pink, and it's perfect because it just goes with everything. And I'm just going to put that on my cheeks, and then I'm going to add a little bit of a highlight. This is Becca Opal, which I use in like pretty much every video, and I'm just going to be lightly applying that with a tapered highlighting brush from Sigma, and I just put that on my cheekbones and then a little bit down the bridge of my nose and Cupid's bow to create a more glowy look. Then to finish off the whole makeup look, I'm going to be using my Smashbox Primer Water, and this is a great setting spray, and that is the finished look. Okay guys, here is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me, and if you try out this look for a special occasion, please let me know. I think this would be so fun for prom or a formal or just any fun night, whatever you guys want to use it for. So I hope you all have a great day. Don't forget to check out my last makeup tutorial. I will have that linked down below. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Well, today I'm going to be talking about some of my recent beauty favorites, and these are mainly from the past month of December, but just kind of in general beauty products that I've been loving lately. So we're going to go over some skincare, hair, and makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed my Vlogmas